Hello, parents. For this week's messenger, I just wanted to mention the wonderful feast that we celebrated September 8th. Sadly, we didn't have school that day because of the electrical storm the night before, really at 2 a.m. It woke me up, knocked out the transformer for electricity for the lower school, which is our main building. So we had to cancel. The blessing, or the silver lining in that, is that when the bishop does come now on December 1st, we will have his Mass with the students for First Friday at the Basilica, and all the things we were going to have, give the bishop a tour of the building and have him bless everything, and have a luncheon with the faculty. But now the building will be completed. Our question today from the question box is how to receive Holy Communion. Well, the first thing is we need to be a baptized Catholic practicing our faith. Since this is a moment of Holy Communion with God, we should be in a state of grace and be aware of it. If we have any mortal sin on our soul, let's say we miss Mass through our own fault, then we should receive absolution in the confessional before approaching our Lord in the altar. We should also be following the marriage laws of the Church and just living a life in harmony with the faith, with nothing serious on our conscience. So that's our remote preparation. We should be dressed modestly. It doesn't have to be expensive, but we should be covered up, and no tank tops, please, and approach our Lord either standing or kneeling at the altar rail in the Basilica. You have that option, and then you can receive on the tongue or in the hand, whether you're standing or kneeling. To receive on the tongue, again, we don't chew the host with our mouth open. Probably I don't have to say that, but we should extend our tongue so that there's a platform for the priest to rest the host there. For those receiving in the hand, we make a throne for our Lord. The hand that will receive the host, that bring the host to the mouth, is the one that's on the bottom. So there's the hand. I'm going to use this hand to bring the host to my mouth, so I put that on the bottom of the throne. Then I'm able to take the host after I've received it and put it into my own mouth. So we never grab the host or take communion. We receive Holy Communion. So different, right, to receive Holy Communion. So on the tongue or in the hand, but in the hand in a particular way. Now, if we're holding a baby or something else, we're not allowed to just have one hand. So then we should just receive on the tongue in the traditional manner, and that is solved very easily. Okay. Now, after communion is a great time for our Thanksgiving, and remember to the word acts, A-C-T-S, adoration, contrition. T is thanksgiving, and S is supplication, are words of things that we need from our Lord, we need His help with. Our virtue for this month, again, for September, for our school, is faith. So remember the faith in the Eucharist, that our Lord said, "This is my body, this is the cup of my blood. Do this in remembrance of me." So in Holy Communion, we don't trust our sense of sight or taste or smell. We trust our sense of hearing, that our Lord, who cannot deceive nor be deceived, would not lead us astray. And we give His words the authority they deserve. Since He is God incarnate, we believe what He says. This is my body. What does is mean? It means it is. Not it's a symbol of His body or a symbol of His blood. And that's why we want to be reverent in a state of grace when we approach the Lord in the altar, which we are called to do frequently, right? Certainly our obligation is to attend Mass on Sunday, not to receive communion. But if we're not in a state where we can receive our Lord, we should go to confession and be in a state of grace, because we know not the day nor the hour when our Lord will come knocking. So let's ask our Lord for the grace to live our faith this week. May God bless you and your family.